Welcome to Jibara Podcast with today's episode of Insights in Faith, where we dive into the meanings and teachings of the Holy Qur'an. I'm Huda, your host, and with me today is Dr. Sabih Jibara, a scholar well-versed in context of the Qur'an. Welcome, Dr. Sabih.
Thank you, Huda. It's an honor to be here and discuss this beautiful surah, Surat Al-Insan, which means human.
Today, we're focusing on Surat Al-Insan, chapter 76 of the Qur'an. Dr. Sabih, can you start us off by introducing the main themes of this surah? So, it's about free will?
Absolutely, Huda. Surat Al-Insan, or the human, delves deeply into the creation of humanity, the choices we face, and the contrasting outcomes of righteousness and disbelief. The first verse of Surah Al-Insan, or human, 76:1, translates to, "Has there not been a period of time when humankind was nothing worth mentioning?" This verse invites us to reflect on the origin of humanity and reminds us of the humble beginnings of human life. It suggests that there was a time when humans did not exist, and even after they came into being, they were initially insignificant and unknown. Only by Allah's will and creation did humanity come into existence, develop, and become significant. This verse can inspire humility, reminding us that we were created from nothing, and that our existence, abilities, and recognition are all granted by Allah. It encourages gratitude for the life and abilities we have been given and reflects on the power of Allah in creating and shaping human life. It reminds us of our humble origins, Allah's gift of free will, and consequences of our decisions in the afterlife.
Let's start with the first theme, creation and guidance. How does this surah introduce humanity?
The opening verses reflect on the origin of humanity, created from a humble beginning, a drop of mixed fluid. Allah granted us sight, hearing, and the ability to choose between gratitude and disbelief. This introduction serves as a reminder of our dependence on Allah's blessings, as well as our responsibility to choose the path of gratitude.
So, it's about free will?
Yes, precisely. It shows that while Allah is the creator, He has given us the freedom to choose, and this choice is a central part of our existence.
It sounds like a powerful reminder to act with compassion.
Exactly, Huda. The righteous are noted for their kindness, giving to the needy purely for Allah's pleasure, not for worldly recognition. This is a core value in Islam, sincerity in our actions.
Now, let's talk about the call for patience and remembrance. Why is this emphasized here? Dr. Sabih, what message do we take the closing verses?
Allah urges Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and by extension all believers, to remain steadfast despite opposition. Allah reminds the Prophet that the Qur'an is divine revelation, and believers are encouraged to remember Allah regularly, especially through prayer. This patience and remembrance keep us anchored in our faith. The surah concludes by reminding us that guidance is a gift from Allah, yet seeking it remains a personal choice. It underscores Allah's mercy and wisdom, reassuring us that He leads those who seek the truth, but it also warns that those who stray and choose injustice will face consequences.
It's a powerful conclusion, emphasizing both personal responsibility and Allah's ultimate wisdom.
Indeed, it encapsulates the balance between free will and divine guidance, as well as the compassion and justice of Allah.
Thank you, Dr. Sabih, for guiding us through this enlightening surah. It's been such a rewarding discussion.
Thank you, Huda. It was a pleasure, and I hope our listeners gain a deeper understanding of Surat Al-Insan.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Remember, the Qur'an is a source of guidance, and reflecting on its verses can transform our lives. Join us next time for more insights. Until then, stay blessed.